Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Yaa.Lia. Thank you for joining me. So today's video I'm going to do a quick recap or follow-up of Milk makeup. If you've watched my previous video, not this one, in there I mentioned that the concealer that I got given was quite dark, so I was given deep, but which was too dark to use as a under eye concealer. So Milk Makeup was kind enough to send me a new shade in the shade Tan, which we are going to put to the test today. And also I'm curious to see how this will work together with the foundation, because every time I wore this foundation with any concealer it just creased on me, so hopefully these two will be a perfect combo. Also got a new shade of the Kush Fiber Brow in the shade Grind, which is the dark one, so we're going to put that to the test as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the overview of today's video. So let's get started. So I've already done my eyebrows. I did my eyebrows off camera and I used the Kush Clear Brow Gel in the Hydro, which is the clear one. So I used this to comb through my eyebrows and just to give them shape, and then I went in with my normal pencil, and then I went in with the Grind, which is the dark shade, just to fill in and just thicken it a little bit and give it a bit more colour. I think I may have overdid it on this eyebrow. If it's looking a bit too dark, that's probably why, so I may have to sort of touch up on this side so it will match up. Right, okay, I think that's even now. Right, moving on to the base. I have the blur stick here, but I'm not going to use this because this doesn't work for me as a primer, but it works best as a blotting powder. So I'm just going to go in with my normal primer, and I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty one today, and just to set my base. For foundation, I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid, and I am in the shade Golden Deep. I'm going to use about 2 pumps here. So this is meant to be a matte based foundation, but every time I wore it I don't get the matte. It is full coverage, but I just hate the fact that it just sits on my skin. It doesn't blend in at all, no matter how much or how little I use. I always get the same texture. It gives me this mask. Anyway, moving on. At this stage I'll go in with the concealer because this is what I usually do. So using the shade Tan, I'm going to use this to highlight my under eye, or concealer I should say. So this is the shade Tan, and I was hoping this will have more yellow undertone. It looks quite neutral. Okay, so this is supposed to be a full coverage concealer. This definitely is full coverage. I'm just going to blend it in with a dry sponge. In the past I've been using a dry sponge, and let me tell you, it doesn't move, so I'm just going to use the same technique. I do love the texture and the formula of this concealer. It's not too liquid and it's not too creamy either, and it's so easy. It's very easy to blend, and a little goes a long way, and it is full coverage. Okay, that's the concealer blended in. I'm going to use a banana powder just to bring out the yellow undertones that I'm missing. So using the same dry powder, the dry sponge, just going to dab that in here and set the concealer. Okay, I'm going to leave this on to bake for a little bit, and I'm quickly going to set the foundation because I can see a lot of shine coming through already. So I'm going to use the Milk Makeup, this is the Blur and Set Translucent Powder. So this is the shade Translucent Deep. Now I think I'm going to quickly do my eyeshadow. I'm going to go for a brownish gold type of colour. I'm going to use 2 of my favourite palettes at the moment, so the Urban Decay Petite Heat, which looks like this, and I'm going to use the gold shade in the MAC 9 Quad. For eyeliner I use the Revolution Renaissance Flick. Oh, this is the Chanel Le Volume. Yeah, Le Volume de Chanel mascara. Okay, how are we looking, right? I'm still getting a lot of shine coming through, so I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution matte base powder just to get rid of the shine, and also dust off the banana powder that I used to set my under eye concealer. For blusher, I'm going to use the By Terry Compact Expert Jewel Powder. This is new, I haven't used it yet, but it looks like this. We're going to try that. So this is in the shade number 7 Sun Desire. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is pretty. I hope the camera is picking up this colour, but it is really beautiful. Okay, put this down before I go crazy. And for highlighter, I have been using the Milk Makeup highlighter in the shade Lit. I've come to like this actually, so I'm going to try this. Tip of the nose. It's a beautiful highlight. It's very universal. This actually complements the blusher very well, this shade. So I'm not going to contour. The bronzer, we talked about this, is too light for me. I'm not going to contour. So I'm going to use the darkest shade of the concealer in the shade Deep, and I'm going to just use this as a contour shade. I should have done this before I put the blusher on, but I forgot. Just a light contour, nothing too drastic. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Next is lips. So I've been loving the Revolution liquid lipsticks, I think that's what they're called. And I picked up another shade. So this is the shade Exposed, which looks like this. This is brown, dark brown colour. Let's go for a bit more. More is more. Alright, so here's the finished look, peeps. I'm still getting a bit of shine coming through, so I'm going to use the blur stick to blot it away, because this works best for me. And then I go in where I want to remove shine, and it literally just takes it away. So now I am looking a bit more matte. This is the finished look. I'm going to go on about my day, and I will come back and check in with you guys. So far the concealer hasn't creased on me just yet. So far so good. I'll come back a little bit later guys and do some check-ins with you. So yeah, bye guys. Hi guys, welcome back. It is now 4:20. This is what I look like after 6 hours, and looking in the mirror I am very greasy. I haven't blotted. The only thing I topped up was my lip gloss. It has settled a little bit into my fine lines here, but it hasn't creased at all, which, you know, I expect it to settle into my fine lines. It's normal, but it is completely matte, and it's still there. It hasn't budged, hasn't faded off or anything like that. What are my final thoughts on the concealers? These are probably my favorite thing out of the whole Milk Makeup collection. After that will be the highlighter. I have come to like the highlighter a lot, and then the blur stick, which I use to blot every now and then, but not when my face is usually this greasy. I'm not so crazy about the Kush Brow Gel. I'm not into the gel type. I like the pomade type of, you know, the one with the waxy texture. They work best for me, because looking in the mirror is still, my eyelashes did stay put, but they look quite greasy. It could be the foundation, I am not sure. But we all know about the foundation, it always left me greasy, so no surprises here. So yeah, this is it. These are my final thoughts on the Milk Makeup collection, and I'm glad I got to try a shade that fits me for the concealer, because this is going to be one of my holy grails, because yes, I absolutely love this. I'm going to link the rest of the other videos there if you haven't watched the first one, so it'd be worth taking a look if you are interested. Other than that, I'm gonna go and take off this makeup. My face is starting to feel heavy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.